Hey guys, this is James. I'm the man to blame here at Tyghtrope.
Shit!
So this week's video is going to be kind of funky. You're coming here through the normal channels, your subscription tabs, your email, newsletters from YouTube, all that good stuff. Probably going to get bored. This is a little bit of behind the scenes stuff on making videos for YouTube in the first place. Everyone else that comes to this video, I guarantee is 99% because you searched for the video's title in a search bar, AdShare MG for a third party. So for those of you who don't know what this is and you're still going to watch the video, for those of you that do, here's my experience with AdShare MG for a third party. Over the course of my video, Adults Playing Guns, which you can see here. Yeah, I know, it's a cheap plug, but it's my channel, suckers! Over the course of Adults Playing Guns, there's a point at the end where I start playing a song called Air on the G String by Johann Sebastian Bach. It's performed by the United States Air Force Band. It starts right about here. So this particular piece of music, this recording anyway, is public domain. And that's because Johann Sebastian Bach died in 1750, which means I don't have to go to his gravesite and throw gold coins on the soil. And it was performed by the United States Air Force Band, which the United States government can't hold copyrights on doing things like public performances. Even if they could, as a US citizen, I would still be one of those rights holders by default. But that's not the case. It's public domain all the way around. Anyone can use it for whatever they want to do. So I got an email from YouTube saying that music in this video, Adults Playing Guns, might be owned by a third party. I thought that was weird because I don't have the ability to compose and put music in myself. I do have friends that are composers and I've tapped them to do music before, but there isn't always a reason or a need to tap into them, and with my 3 cents of revenue every 9 months, I can't exactly have a composer on staff to whip me up a delicious symphonic sandwich in their music kitchen. So I either buy licenses to music, and I have the license to prove it whenever I need, or I use public domain material when it's appropriate. According to the dispute, a group called AdShare MG for a third party claims ownership on this public domain piece of music. What this allowed them to do was it allowed them to run ads on my video so that people that watched my video would give them the ad money. After doing a little research, it looks like they've been doing this to other people as well. You could be playing Pachelbel's Canon in your kitchen on a piano, eating a ham sandwich, and drinking a beer, and they would claim ownership, which is impossible because you're just playing it on your piano, a public domain piece. So what you want to do when this happens, and now mind you, this is only for those who have experienced this issue with the group AdShare MG for a third party. This isn't for all copyright disputes, this is specific to this group. I'll give you a set of screenshots for what I did to get through the dispute process. So in the dispute process, you're going to be taken with a link from the initial email to this area. Now this says Joseph Ducroix Archaic Pops, and that's because after I successfully disputed Adults Playing Guns, 3 weeks later, AdShare MG claimed Air on the G String, again, the exact same music, on a video that was like 3 years old. That allowed me to take screenshots to make this video, so thanks AdShare MG for a third party. So the dispute process is pretty simple. First, you're going to come here where Google's being nice and saying your video may include music that's owned by a third party, but they don't know, they just heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else. And they bring the details, and they'll actually queue up the video to show you exactly where in your video it realized that that music was in there. Now, if you hit the blue acknowledge button, that means you've given up and you agree that AdShare MG can basically run ads on your video and scoop up the money. But you want to hit the black and white dispute button right next to it so you can get this party started. So on the next screen, you're going to say that you believe this copyright claim is not valid because, and it's at the bottom, the content is in the public domain or is not eligible for copyright protection. Now know where your music comes from. It's completely possible for a private music group to record a public domain composition and hold a copyright on that particular recording. So if you know your stuff is public domain, and in the case of AdShare MG that seems to be the regular course of action, go ahead and continue the dispute. Next, they're going to give you a handy-dandy little paragraph to help make sure you understand how public domain works. And, this is your first "Are you sure?" button. So check that box and hit continue if you're sure. Next screen is going to be where you get to make your case. So in the box here, I basically used a little bit of fancy legalese speak to say the US government can hold copyrights over their performance. And here's the key. AdShare MG for a third party is not able to claim those rights on their behalf. AdShare MG can't just declare a copyright on a public domain piece. It doesn't work that way. And then I just added the extra caveat that even if the government could hold a copyright, as a US citizen, I'd be one of the rights holders, so it still wouldn't matter. So after that, you got to check the yes, I'm really sure box at the bottom. And you got to understand, if you're doing that Rihanna twerking video, YouTube sees that you're just disputing it to be a jerk, they'll just blow up your channel. And I've seen a couple instances where they have blown up channels from people that just make silly disputes to copyright claims. But if you know for a fact, you're not going to have to worry about it. So you check that box to say I'm really sure. And then you type your full name to serve as your electronic signature in order to take your stand. And once you hit continue, you'll get a screen that says, all right, we've sent your response back to the person who made the dispute, who made the claim, and we'll see what they do. Now, they're either going to drop their claim or they're going to pursue it further, either with something like DMCA or other various actions. Both times I've had to deal with AdShare MG for a third party. I've done the same things for both disputes, and they both dropped them relatively quickly. So you might notice that music I started in the beginning of the video is still here, which is awesome, because I'm hoping that they're doing it again so that way I can score a hat trick. So let's go to the game board here and see. Alright, so a little bit of housekeeping here at Tyghtrope this week. I know most of you are bored. If you stayed all the way through, thank you very much. For those of you who've experienced these issues with AdShare MG, hopefully this helped out. If you had your own experience with AdShare MG, whether you successfully disputed it or not, go ahead, put it down in the comments. Let's share this information. Let's share these stories. We want to dispute this stuff. This is public domain, and AdShare MG for a third party, if their intent is to run ads on our videos to just make some easy money, put up a stink and fight it. Hopefully YouTube will notice that if there's enough people successfully disputing it, causing AdShare MG to drop their claims, they'll realize that maybe AdShare shouldn't be using the Content ID system to try to scoop up extra money. So if you have your experiences with AdShare, put them in the comments, like the video. This is going to be the video for those who experience this problem, and it's not going to be my most viral hit ever. That'll be my Rihanna twerking video that I'll be doing in my kitchen while playing Pachelbel's Canon, eating a ham sandwich and drinking a beer, which will be probably in a couple thousand years from now. Alright, so speak up if you had experience yourself with AdShare MG. You can like here. And for those who want to get back to the regular Tightrope silliness, next week we're going to be doing some more invisible guns. Alright, I'm James Amanda Blame here at Tightrope. Thanks for sticking around. Catch you later.